2 chat feeds to follow. Let's just change that. There we go, we will bring the box back.
Ferrari are the only team to have raced in every single season of Formula One. British constructor Arrows never won a race after 383 attempts, the highest of any team in Formula One history. They came close 5.
Here we are live on DRL UK channel as well as Blobby_Butler. Do come and say hello, give us a follow, give us a comment, let you know who you're cheering for. We are pretty much a full grid, and whoever comes out first, we are going to follow them as usual, whoever that may be. It looks like it's going to be a Mercedes,
referring to the fact that this is a top tier of motor races.
and it's in Dynamum. Dynamum, who has been away for a little while, back in today, and it looks like it's going to be in Dynamum to start us off in qualifying this evening. So he's gone very wide there and off into the gravel, and if it may move aside and let, I think it's Levi, go by to start the first flying lap. We will see what happens here. And Levi has gone through, so we will go with Levi. So we'll do some onboarding for the hot laps. Broadcast camera going to the onboard anyway in this case. But that is what we'll do. As Levi now starts the first flying lap of the session, and immediately has somebody coming out of the pits in front of him and manages to negotiate past the Red Bull there. And Dynamum and Easy Life also starting their flying laps, as well as Sign. Getting very crowded indeed around that first loopy couple of corners. Hopefully everybody got through there. .53.2 for sector 2 for Levi. Of course, this being the first lap, no idea if that's going to be good or bad. We shall see. Looks like it's Levi followed by Easy Life. We're going to be setting the first laps. There's an Aston Martin out, which is on an out lap. Here comes Levi then, around the last corner. And Levi sets a 1:34.5. Here's Easy Life. 1:33.3 for Easy Life. In Dynamum. 1:33.4 into second. Syme set the fastest so far, a 1:32.3. 8 adverts. It's been very nasty there. That lap taking a 1:32.1, and that is provisional pole position. First, can we go and see? Sloth is in sector 2, that has been validated. Ben Lane in sector 1. And then a little bit of a wall. Mr. Pickles gone round at 1:35. This is Ben Lane in the Red Bull. Yellow in sector 2, there looks like a Williams off the track there. We will stay with Ben as he comes round towards the end of the lap. On the last corner. And he does a 1:32.2, which puts him second. And Jaden immediately beats it with a 1:32.1. Into provisional pole goes Jaden. 50 Gent has done a 1:33.8 and is currently last of the times that have been set. Here is Skippy coming around the last corner using a lot of curb, and it's a 1:35.6 for Skippy. Well off the pace there. TMK crawling back into the pits. Ninja is 1:37. He's well off the pace as well at the moment. Here's the Sloth. Towards the line comes Sloth, and it's a 1:32.8 into 5th place for Sloth. Here's Scornful Griffin then. One of the title contenders. Of course, between sessions we will bring you the full title standings for both the Pro and the Pro-Am, as well as the constructors. This is looking good so far for Scornful Griffin, with a couple of purple sectors. Maybe approaching a little bit of traffic, but they should be out of the way by the time he gets there. And Scornful Griffin comes up to the line in a 1:32.1 and up into 2nd place. Here's UJ. Not much to separate at the moment, the top 4. All within a couple of tenths. It's Jaden on provisional pole with Scornful Griffin, Pat Left and Ben Lane. All very close behind. Syme also, and then about half a second back to Sloth Levi. And another half a second to Easy Life in Dynamom and Mr. Pickle. as well as Skippy. Here comes UJ. A little bit of a correction on the steering around the last corner, but he does take provisional pole with a 131.7. A cracking lap. Here is Sainsy. Up to the line, 132.4 for Sainsy, and that is P7. Here's King Kong. TMK on his way back out for another go. Smug and Joker yet to set a time. As well as King Kong and TMK. Here comes King Kong. And he crosses the line at 133.8, which puts him all the way down in 15th place. Here goes TMK. Just the one Williams seat unfilled today. "19 drivers in the race." So around the last corner comes TMK. And up to the line, 132.7 for TMK, puts him in P8. He's a second down in his time. King Kong improves to a 132.2, and that is P5 for King Kong. A much better second lap there. Levi just a tenth down on his time. What can he do through the last sector? Can he improve? Up towards the line he comes, and that is a 132.5, which puts him in P9. Slight improvement. There's Ninjas, who will hope to improve, but is a second down. So he might be abandoning this attempt, to going for another one. Indeed, he is pitting. Ben Lane is back out and throwing it into the first corner. Joker is now out on track. There's 4 minutes left in the session. Smug has yet to appear on track. Not sure if he's got a quali ban or is just leaving it very late. Ben Lane is slightly up on his time. If he can continue the improvement, he could go up all the way to second here by only taking a couple of tenths off his time. It is that tight at the moment, from second down to seventh. last corner he comes. And Ben Lane goes a 1:31.9 and does make it to second. P2 for Ben Lane. As Smug is now out on track. Here is Joker just starting his flyer. And managing to negotiate his way through some traffic there. I think that was Smug as well as Ben, just trying to get out of his way. In fact, that wasn't Ben, that was a Haas, with Ben in front of him. As we look on board with the Alfa Romeo driver. So here comes Joker then. Up to the line, 1:32.2 puts him in 7th. An almost identical time to his teammate. It's P7 for Joker. Let's go and see Smug as he's yet to set a time and is just starting his first attempt. Perhaps only attempt, because we have 1:14 left, and I think he is going to hit the checkered flag. The others on their outlaps. Anyone behind Smug has probably mistimed it if they're trying to get back round to the line. Looks to be a Mercedes off on the main straight. Start finish straight, not on the start finish straight, the long back straight. I apologise. Needs to be going again. Ben Lane is out of the session, so he is retired, sitting in the pits. That's fine. He wasn't coming back out anyway. Not a problem. And Mercedes having all kinds of trouble. I think he's in the pit wall again. We will stick with Smug for now and then try and pick up who is coming through to complete laps at the end of this here, because the checkered flag is out. Smug is going to hit 1:33.7 and he is 18th. Here is Easy Life, he's well down, so he is pitting. Let's go to Scornful. He is slightly up on his time. Can he improve from 4th place here? Scornful Griffin, 1:31.9 up to P3. UJ improves his pole time. Sainzy goes up to P4. And has immediately dropped King Kong, 1:31.7 for King Kong. The next home is going to be Levi, who's slightly down at the moment. King Kong on the front row at the moment. Both Red Bulls in the top 5. Is Levi going to improve? No is the answer to that one. There's a Ferrari coming around now, that's Syme, and he's not improved. Jaden could improve though. Round he comes. And it's P2 for Jaden. P2 for Jaden right at the end there. A Ferrari taking P2, but it's UJ in the Haas that takes pole. UJ's Haas on pole from Jaden in second for Ferrari, King Kong in third, followed by Ben Lane in fourth for Red Bull, Scornful Griffin's McLaren, and Fatlep, a late surge for him in the Alpine to go on the third row in sixth place. Then it's Sainzy's Red Bull, Joker in Alfa Romeo, Symes Ferrari, and TMK's Williams rounding off the top 10. Then it's Levi, 50 Gent, Mr. Pickle, Sloth, Skippy, Easy Life, In Dynamum, Smug, and Ninjas. We will, of course, go through the entire grid and their tyre selections on the formation lap, which didn't work last week, so be warned. And we will also go through the championship standings on the next part while we wait. I will post a quick message in the race director at everyone. 3-minute interval. I don't need to type that. There should be an emoji. Do not ready up until countdown appears. Right, there we go. Now then, it is time for the standings, and we'll start with the previous winners for this season. Scornful Griffin has 4 wins, including the last 2. He won at Monza, Japan, Belgium and Qatar. Pole City UJ has 1 win to his name at Hungary. Boris Johnson won the opener, but we haven't seen him for a little while. MK5 won in Spain, and Syme won in Monaco. As for the Pro-Ams, King Kong won the first 4 races. Skippy was the winner in Spain, Sloth in Monaco, Al Newt in Monza, and Mr. Pickles in Japan. In terms of the actual standings, Scornful leads the Drivers' Championship by a massive 41-point margin from Ben Lane, who still doesn't have a permanent seat, but is second. Ahead of UJ, a pole sitter, then MK5, who's missing today. And Syme is in 5th, ahead of Swanton, who's also missing today. Then it's Boris Johnson. Red Bull lead the constructors by 47 points from Aston Martin. Then it's Ferrari and McLaren. Then a battle between Alfa Tauri, Alfa Romeo, Haas and Mercedes, followed by Alpine and Williams bringing up the rear. The Pro-Am, the Sloth, is the championship leader. King Kong has fallen away to 10 points behind in second now. Sainsy is third and still in the hunt. Then it's 50 Gent, Skippy, Al Newt and Easy Life. Ahead of Ninjas, Miller Vanilla, Ronnie, Mr. Pickle, who joined late and picked up that win. And then it was TMK at the bottom of the table. So there we have it. Those are the championship standings. Scornful Griffin clear of Ben Lane. UJ will be doing his best to bridge that gap. He is on pole position here in Shanghai. One of those races that's not been on the official calendar for a couple of years now, since the whole pandemic situation. And with so many US and oil-rich desert countries buying up Grand Prix, it's maybe a while till we go back to China, unfortunately. Here we have it, the grid, and off on the formation lap we go. I will put tyres on the screen, and nobody is risking the soft tyre. but still differences of opinion on the front two rows. UJ leads away with medium tyres attached to his hat. Jaden's Ferrari is hard tyre, as is King Kong on hard tyres. And his Vengeance has joined, I think only to watch. Don't think he is eligible for Mondays. Ben Lane is in 4th place for Red Bull, second in the championship. Simon's been disqualified from the formation lap. Ben Lane on mediums, Scornful Griffin in 5th, also on mediums. The top two in the championship, slightly off the qualifying top pace. Fatlep is 6th on mediums. Sainsy picks hards in 7th place. Then it's Joker in 8th place. Syme in 9th and TMK in 10th. Medium soft is possible according to the game, so hard soft also would be. A one-stop strategy here through 28 laps on a track where, if there's no safety cars, I very much hope everyone has put enough fuel in, because here and in Qatar and also round Paul Ricard in France, we have seen before some incidents of drivers running out of fuel late on. Levi is in 11th for AlphaTauri on hard tyres. 50 gents Mercedes on mediums. Then we've got 3 runners on hards. That's Mr. Pickle 13th, Sloth 14th. As I said, now the leader in the Pro-Am, but King Kong right up in 3rd place overall, has a great chance to retake that lead in that championship. Skippy is in 15th for AlphaTauri, followed by Easy Life. Sainzy's now been disqualified from the session, but that's just for parking. Easy Life in Dynamum, Smug and Ninjas all on mediums round off the grid. Couple more disqualified for parking. Hopefully no glitches. Everyone will get into the race. They do. 3, 4, 5 lights. Ninjas has jumped the start, and away we go. UJ leads from Jaden, then King Kong trying to make a move early. Ben Lane gets up the inside, and up into 2nd place almost goes Ben. A fiery start for Ben. He's up to 3rd. King Kong has lost out and dropped to 5th. Scornful Griffin up into 5th place, and King Kong has lost many positions in this opening few corners. Simon Sainsy are side by side. Everybody appears to have gotten through, and we've got a yellow flag at the back, but everyone's still managing to snake their way through. So UJ leads from Jaden. Ben Lane right on Jaden's case already. King Kong has dropped to 7th now. His teammate is past him. Ninjas and Smug scrapping at the back. Ninjas with that drive-through penalty for jumping the start. Here comes Ben Lane up the inside of Jaden. And does take the 2nd place, Ben Lane. 50 jumped a couple of places there, up to 10th place. Some timing glitches going on at the same time. As we look down the field, TMK and Mr. Pickle going at it. 50 jumped both of those two a minute ago, and up into 10th place. Ninjas then does his drive through, so he'll be detached at the back. Fatlep is up to 4th place now, ahead of Scornful Griffin, and Ben Lane has got up to 2nd. Some timing glitches at the moment for Jaden and Skippy. We'll try and keep an eye on that for you. UJ leads by 1.5 seconds now. Easy Life and Sloth having a little battle as Joker overtakes Scornful. Joker passes Scornful for 5th place. And up ahead, Fatlep is having a look at Jaden. Sloth has lost a few places. He has dropped all the way to 17th. UJ sets the fastest lap of the race once again, but it's beaten by Joker. DRS is now enabled, and it looks as if the timing glitches have fixed themselves for those two drivers, Jaden and Skippy. So that'll make my life a little bit easier as we continue on. So Fatlap still trying to get the better of Jaden here. He's got Joker and Scornful very close in behind. And Jaden is trying to stick to Ben. He's staying within the seconds, so I have some DRS to defend with, but look how close Fatlap is to the back of him in that corner there in the braking. And surely with a bit of DRS assistance, he might be able to get close enough for a pass. As you can see though, Jaden also having the benefit of DRS. Here's Scornful in behind having a look, but not making any kind of move there. King Kong and Syme are also in this group now. It's not been a good time for King Kong so far. He's dropped down the field. He's now in 7th place. And now has Syme for company. So maybe the hard tyre is not working so well off the start for him. They did okay for Jaden, who's 3rd. And here comes Syme up the inside of King Kong. And is that going to be overtake complete? No, maybe. Yes, it is. So Syme takes 7th place from King Kong, who drops to 8th. We'll go further back as Skippy was right close there to Easy Life. Slot, and in fact it's past Easy Life now, and there's all kinds of mess going on here in behind. That camera angle is awful, so we'll try and change that. In Dynamum and has gone up the inside of Sloth, who has dropped all the way now to 18th. Sloth having a bad time so far. His teammate Smug is up to 14th from the back of the field. King Kong retook Syme there, and these two may continue to battle on. And a caution in sector 3, and Smug is off. Smug's off and back to the back of the field as Syme overtakes King Kong once again. Scornful now getting close to the back of Fatlap. Joker has got past Fatlap into 4th place now. Apologies, we missed that one. UJ maintaining a 1.5 second lead at the front from Ben Lane, who has Jaden for company. Jaden trying to drop Joker. Then it's Fatlap and Scornful. And Fatlap looking for a move. We need to tell the Chinese director to invest in a helicopter because we've got no heli view today. Which we very much enjoyed last week in Japan. And Jaden is going on the outside of Ben Lane. Jaden hooks it up round the outside. Ben's going to try and fight it back, but Jaden retakes second place. A great move from the Ferrari on the Red Bull. And second place back to Jaden, but for how long? Because Ben's going to try and dive up his inside. Into turn one, the long sweeping right hander. Does Ben get it done? Jaden's going to fight it. And Jaden fights it again. Jaden keeping second place. Caution in sector 3, and that's Smug again, I believe. At the back of the field. And then Dynamum's also in trouble here. Smug is into the pit lane. And Dynamum has stopped or slowed on the straight. The start-finish straight. And Ninjas is up to 17th. So problems for Dynamum and for Smug. And now Dynamum is out. And we've got a safety car. We've got a safety car and Dynamum is out of the race. And we have a safety car. So that will bring Smug and Ninjas back into contention with the field. Also bring UJ back to everybody else. Oh, Fat Lep on the brakes there. Almost into the back of Scornful Griffin. Who's going to pit? This is the question. UJ continues. Jaden is pitting. TMK has picked up a penalty for a collision under safety car. Scornful, Fatlep and Syme are pitting. 50 Gent is pitting. TMK is pitting. And we'll hope he can get rid of that penalty. Easy Life is pitting. So in and out they all come. Jaden is going on mediums, as is Fatlep. Trying to go to the end on those may be difficult. Syme 50, TMK and Easy Life all on hards. And Smug also on hards to hopefully go to the end. So some differing strategies here with the safety car. In Dynamum it was who has DNF'd. The safety car has now picked UJ up. Hopefully the race doesn't go on quite as long as yesterday's real life Netherlands race. Rain affected, of course. And if there's anything the FIA do not like nowadays, it's rain. This may help the under fuel situation that has happened a couple of times here in China before. And as a result of all these pit stops, we will go through the order again as the safety car comes round for another lap. UJ remains in the lead. Ben Lane is in second. He was battling away with Jaden up until the safety car came out. Then it is a pair of Alfa Romeos. It's Joker in third and King Kong in fourth. Sainsy is up to fifth with Mr. Pickle in sixth. Jaden has dropped down from second to seventh as a result of pitting. Then it's Skippy ahead of Scornful Griffin. Then it's Sloth, who had dropped right to the back of the field at one point. Fatlep is in 11th. He's been racy today. Ninjas has picked up a 5-second penalty for cutting corners while he's trying to catch the field back up. Levi is in 12th from Simon 13th. 50 Gent is 14th, TMK 15th. Easy Life 16th. Ninjas catching or trying to catch back up is in 17th place. And 18th and last of the remaining runners is Smug, who is also catching the field back up. So I would hope these two are going to wriggle on, and as we pass into sector 3, safety car will be in this lap, but I don't think Smug's quite with them. So I think we're going to have another lap. Unless we have a very late call here. Usually the sector 2 to 3 timing line that the safety car goes, that it's coming in. I've had no signal. So it appears we're going to have another lap of safety car here as Smug down the straight finally tags on to the rear of the field. Oh, what a very late call. A very late call indeed from the safety car. It is in this lap. UJ's been given just the last corner to pace them, and away he goes. So away goes UJ from Ben Lane. Joker in third. Fatlep making a move on Sloth into turn 1. Levi also making a move on Sloth, and so is Syme. Sloth really struggling through the first sector here and has lost 3 places. Fatlep and Scornful side by side. And a bit of wheel robbing, bit of contact. Fatlep makes it round the outside. Easy Life has picked up a penalty. Syme is past Levi and up into 11th place. Ben Lane is right on the tail of UJ. We will go to these leaders. Can Ben Lane and UJ make a breakaway while Scornful is scrapping in midfield? They've already got a second clear of Joker, who is another second clear of his teammate King Kong. Jaden, racy as ever, going past Sainsy. Sainsy may be looking to dive it up his inside. Further back, Syme is overtaking, and Skippy's got off. Skippy off. And Syme overtook Scornful. Skippy's dropped right back now. And Sloth fighting with 50 Gent, who went wide. And in the wall off is TMK. TMK is in the wall, and that's going to be another safety car. Suddenly at least a virtual. I think it's a full safety. Not been given the signal yet, but I believe I can see the safety car on the track. TMK, his race ending in a wall there. And indeed the safety car is on the track. So surely now the front runners will pit these medium tyres. Just take a quick look penalty wise. It's 5 seconds for Ninjas and 3 for Easy Life. The only Williams on the day is out. They will remain rooted to the bottom of the Constructors' Championship. UJ having to really slow for Delta here. As always happens on hard braking corners. Is he going to go straight on and into the pit lane? He is. As is Ben Lane. As is Joker. King Kong will surely carry on or back off to try and double stack. Smug has picked up a penalty for hitting Ninjas. Jaden goes through to take the lead of the race. Fatlep is in second. Syme is up to third. Scornful then fourth. 50 Gent fifth. Easy Life up to sixth. Ninjas up to seventh. And UJ is going to rejoin in eighth behind his teammate. So if you're keeping score at home, first safety car was the better pit option. Smug pitting again at the back of the field. Joker and King Kong have dropped to 10th and 11th here. So it's Ferrari 1 and 3 at the moment. Jaden is now in the lead and Syme is up to third. Championship leader Scornful Griffin has gone from midfield scrapping to now being fourth, with his title rival has gone from first and second to 8th and 9th. So the second safety car really helping the ones who pit earlier. And they must have been listening to me on the TV director, as we've got a helicam all of a sudden. So this time, safety car could even be a quick one-lapper, because only Smug is left to tack on to the end of the field, and he's going to do so at the end of the straight. We got a very, very late call last time for UJ. And it was about here. So let's see if that happens again. It is not going to happen this time. The safety car will go round for another lap. So we have another lap of safety car, with Jaden in the lead from Fatlep in second. Syme is in third place from Scornful Griffin in fourth, and it's 50 Gent in fifth. Easy Life is sixth from Ninjas. Then it's UJ, followed by Ben Lane, Joker, King Kong, Mr. Pickle, Sainsy, Sloth, Levi, Skippy and Smug rounding off the 17 runners left in the field after we lost in Dynamum and TMK, both to incidents which caused safety cars. Speaking of safety cars, later on, of course, Blobby Mondays, we go to Baku, Bobby and Baker's Monday Night League. If you are a beginner or a slow driver, please do drop us a message. We've still got some seats available. We've got one permanent seat at the moment available in a Ferrari. It's Mondays 10 PM UK. So if you're used to 75 AI or under, please do give us a shout and we will get you involved. Safety car is in this lap, and this time it's given the announcement nice and early. So Jaden will have plenty of chance to do what he likes with the pace of the field. UJ and Ben Lane swapping places there. Mr. Pickle has hit King Kong and picked up a 5-second penalty. So the field is very much backing up. As you can see, Jaden really backing them up here. Jayden really backing them up. The safety car has already gone round the hairpin and is in the pit lane, and Jayden is still crawling them along the back straight, which has the potential to cause pile-ups. He's entitled to pace the field however he likes, of course. And Fatlep almost going alongside as Jayden makes him wait as long as he possibly can before trying the escape. And he's still not gone. He's still not gone, Jayden. He's made a mess of this, surely. He's surely made a mess of this. Because Syme and Fatlep are right with him. UJ has passed his teammate Ninjas, as has Ben Lane. And Ninjas is going to lose more places as he goes wide there. Joker now up to 9th. It did seem that Jayden had made a mess of that. King Kong now past Ninjas as well. And UJ passes Easy Life round the outside. And up into 6th place. Ben will try and hook it up past Easy Life as well. UJ and Ben cutting their way back through the field. And off is Easy Life. Off is Easy Life. Easy Life drops to the back of the field. It's still very crowded around there. Joker got caught up in that as well because he has dropped to 12th. So problems for Joker and Easy Life there. Joker retakes Ninjas for 11th spot. Mr. Pickle is up to 10th and Sainsbury to 9th. I did think that Jayden left it too long under safety car to get going, but he managed to defend his position. Sloth, Levi and Skippy and Smug as well, having an almighty battle. Jayden sets the fastest lap of the race. Scrapping away further down the field, the safety car, of course, bringing everyone a bit closer together. We will try to bring you all the action as well as keeping an eye on the leaders. UJ now pursuing 50 Gent, and he's got the pace on him. And round the outside goes UJ and up into 5th. And Ben Lane will now look to copy and follow. Here comes the Red Bull on the Mercedes. Up the inside, beautiful move. Ben Lane up to 6th place. UJ and Ben showing their pace at the moment. Fatlep can't find a way past Jayden at the moment. We are at half race distance. We've had 2 safety cars. Possibly have had all the pit stops. So these front 2 may struggle to get to the end on the current medium set of tyres. King Kong now passing 50 Gent for 7th. Sloth and Smug almost going side by side. DRS now enabled. Smug with a bad exit, and Sloth's going to try and up his inside. It gave me completely the wrong camera angle. And look at the Alpha Tower getting involved as well. Skippy overtakes Sloth and looks to overtake Smug as well. And back up the inside goes Sloth. Great battle here involving the Aston Martins. And Levi remains clear of them. Smug ahead of Sloth, ahead of Skippy. Fatlep still in the middle of a Ferrari sandwich. 1 and 3 for Ferrari at the moment. Jayden in the lead, Syme in third. King Kong now overtaking Ben Lane. Sainsy overtaking 50 Gent. And 50's had a bit of a wobble there. And Mr. Pickles will say thank you very much. And also nudged by him there. Joker might fancy a bit as well, as Smug is off once again. Smug's had a wobble and has dropped a couple of places. Joker trying to go around the outside. On 50 Gent, becomes the inside. Has he got the traction? Not quite yet. 50 will fight it, and 50 will defend it. But for how long? Because Joker right on his tail. Fatlep has taken the lead, and off at the back is Smug. Apologies, we missed the overtake, but Fatlep has taken the lead. As you can see there, the Alpine ahead now of the Ferrari, but Jayden's looking to get a run round the corner here. And he's got a better exit, and he should be able now to retake the position. With a bit of DRS, there goes Jayden back into the lead. And Fatlep thought about a dive, but thought better of it. Scornful has now caught Syme, and UJ is right in behind as well. 50 Gent losing some places. Ben Lane going round the outside of King Kong there and up into 6th place. Jayden again loses the lead to Fatlep. Fatlep back into the lead ahead of Jayden. Syme is defending from Scornful and UJ, who are getting very, very close together. And UJ looking for a move on Scornful, the title rivals. Championship rivals battling it out here. We will keep an eye on Jayden as he's going to have another go with DRS to chase down Fatlep. Fatlep looked to defend, but in the end just let him go. Scornful and UJ still cannot make a move on Syme. Sainsy and Mr. Pickle going side by side, and Sainsy didn't leave much room there for Mr. Pickle. Sainsy up to 8th place. We go to the front again as Scornful takes Syme for 3rd. And Mr. Pickle's going to have a go at... And Mr. Pickle spins! To spin for Mr. Pickle. He was attacking Sainsy, and he's now dropped down to 13th place behind Sloth. Scornful now will hope to get after Jayden and Fatlep. UJ will hope he's not held up behind Syme too long to keep chasing this championship leader. Ben Lane joining this battle now as well as King Kong. We go to Fat Lap, as you can see, making a move, is he? Not this time. Syme, and look at this, 3 wide. Syme goes through into 3rd place. UJ's trying to get Scornful, but didn't quite make it. The leaders, look at the leaders. Look at Fat Lap up the inside of Jaden and back into the lead. What a battle this is turning into. Fat Lap back in front of Jaden. Syme is back in 3rd place ahead of Scornful Griffin and UJ. Ben Lane and King Kong very much involved now with these 5 in a line. Jaden will not leave the back of Fat Lap here. Joker and Levi are closing in on Sainsy for 8th place, and Skippy has overtaken Mr. Pickle for 13th. Where's the action going to be this time? Is it going to be Scornful, UJ, Ben, King Kong? Who's making a move? It'll be a DRS chain down the straight. UJ had a good exit and is closing in on Scornful. Which way is he going to go? To the outside he goes. Scornful's diving on Syme at the same time up the inside. And now the switchback. And off go the 2 leaders. It's Senna and Prost all over again. It's Scornful and UJ both going off. And that has put them right back into the field. They've dropped to 9th and 10th. UJ's pitting. Scornful goes on. Joker is now going up to 6th ahead of Sainsy. The 2 title contenders, and Ben Lane's eyes must have lit up seeing that in front of him. UJ has gone to soft tyres for the rest of the race and will now have a job to get back into the points. Fat Lap leads from Jaden, who is glued to the back of him. Syme is still in 3rd. UJ's come back out in 15th. Syme is 3rd from Ben Lane, who has King Kong for company. Then it's Joker ahead of Sainsy and Levi. And then a gap back to Scornful, who's now got 50 Gent on his tail, as well as Sloth. All happening down at this final hairpin as 50 Gent passes Scornful and up into 9th place. Levi close in behind Sainsy. Sloth has now passed Scornful as well, who must have damage. He does have damage, and I believe he might be going in the pits. He is. So into the pits goes Scornful, and that really has opened a window for Ben Lane to get some points back in the championship race. A little wobble from Fat Lap, and Jaden's going to go for it, is he? UJ has come out ahead of Scornful after those pit stops. Mr. Pickle is also in the pits. UJ is up to 12th, but has got a big gap to try and catch the next couple in front of him. Scornful's come out right in 15th or 16th with Smug for company. Just in front of Smug in 15th. And we are 3/4 of the way through this race. That 21 of 28. Fat lap from Jaden. And that could change again here. Jaden up the inside. Switch back for Fat lap. Fat lap with a switchback keeps the place. Jaden will be having another go down the pit straight though. And Dars go down the outside this time and into the lead. Ben Lane chasing down Syme. Jaden and Fatlet, what a battle they're having for this, the lead of this race. Ben Lane trying to take the podium away from Syme. They are then followed by the Alfa Romeo pair of King Kong and Joker. Joker's got Sainsy and Levi for company. Sloth is up into 9th place and 50 Gent is 10th just behind him. Then it's Skippy and UJ trying to close down this massive gap. He's got it down from 13 to 9.5 seconds. So by the end of the race on these soft tyres, he may well be catching Skippy 50 and Sloth. We continue with the leaders as Fatlep is going to try and make another move on Jaden in this ongoing battle they're having. And it's up the inside this time for Fatlep. And he's got it done before the corner, so he can then take the nice line through it. So Fatlep back into the lead. Caution in sector 2 is Smug once again. Smug is off. And a torrid day for him, and Fatlep pits. Fatlep, as his tyres have called it a day, and he's had to pit, which promotes Syme up to second, but for how long? He's side by side with Ben Lane. Ben Lane now going for second. And he does make the move. Ben Lane up to second place ahead of Syme. But for how long? Syme's fighting it back. Fatlep has come back out in 8th place. His medium tyres did not last. Now what about Jaden? Scornful sets the fastest lap in the race. It's going to be scant consolation for the championship leader after a promising points position went haywire with a collision with UJ. Now Fatlep's tyres didn't want to last. How are Jaden's going to do? He's got almost 5 seconds in his pocket at the moment. But Ben Lane on younger tyres and on hard tyres, could he now bridge the gap and go for the win? Which would be huge in the championship fight. Syme and King Kong have not given up on this second place though. And Syme's going to try and have another go. UJ's got that gap down to 6.5 seconds and Levi pits. Levi's in the pit, so Fatlep is now up to 7th. Sloth goes up to 8th, 50 Gent up to 9th, Skippy up to 10th. UJ and Scornful maybe will also go through. UJ does, Scornful maybe not. As Levi rejoins ahead of Scornful in 12th place. Sainsy still can't find a way past Joker. UJ closing the gap to Skippy 50 and Sloth. He could still get in some points here. Stainsy just had a little bit of a wobble there and lost some time. Mr. Pickle passes Easy Life for 14. We will go to Syme trying to chase down Ben Lane. Ben has made no impact on Jaden at the moment. In terms of the lead gap, it's still over 4 seconds. Ninjas has picked up a penalty. Not many penalties today. Ninjas has 8 seconds and Easy Life 6. Everyone else is clean at the moment. Jaden then trying to make the medium tyres last to the end. Has a 4-second buffer. Ben closing the gap slightly, but still has to be wary of Jaden's teammate Syme right behind. Chasing a Ferrari 1-2. King Kong has dropped off a little bit in 4th. He's clear of his teammate Joker in 5th. Fatlap closing in a bit on Sainsy. And UJ needs to keep the pace up if he is going to catch and pass any of the 3 drivers in front of him. Here's Fatlap. He has caught Sainsy now. And with fresher rubber, this should be a nice, comfortable overtake for Fatlap. And indeed it is, up the inside. Bit of a bump over the curb. And Fatlap back up to 6th place. And will now try and chase down Joker, who's only a couple of seconds up the road, as you can see. Syme and Ben Lane going at it still. Still 4 seconds the gap for Jaden, who looks to be able to nurse it to the end. Sainsy picks up a time penalty, and that's going to do him no good at all in his chase of Fatlap, but he should be far enough ahead of Sloth for it to not worry him in terms of losing positions. Skippy catching 50 Gent, both on old tyres. UJ, his pace has slowed slightly. He's not making the impact he would like. Fatlap has caught Joker, look at this. Fatlap absolutely rapid on the soft tyre. He was battling for the lead. His medium tyres couldn't take anymore. He's gone in for a set of softs, and now he is all over the back of Joker for 5th. Levi has in fact caught UJ on fresher tyres. We will stick with Fatlap as he goes after the Ferrari, the Alfa Romeo, but Syme is back past Ben Lane. Syme has overtaken Ben Lane, and it is a Ferrari 1-2. Fatlap gets the move on Joker up the inside. So Fatlap up to 5th place. Levi has overtaken UJ. Joker picks up a penalty, and that's going to cost him any chance of getting back ahead of Fatlap. 2 laps to go, and it's a Ferrari 1-2. Ben Lane trying to stop that from happening. But Jaden is increasing his gap as these two battle. Incredible pace from Levi. He's caught and passed UJ, and he's still in with a small chance of catching the 2 Alpha Tauris. The other Alpha Tauri, sorry. He is one of the Alpha Tauris. Still in with a chance of catching his teammate Skippy, and possibly 50 Gent. Gonna have to do it quickly though, as we are on the penultimate lap. Jaden leading. Syme second. Can we have a Ferrari 1-2? Here comes Ben Lane. Don't worry about the Aston Martin in behind. Here's a lap down. Final lap then. And Ben is going to try everything he can to get past Syme here and deny the Ferrari 1-2. But Syme is defending it well so far. King Kong is in 4th place. Fatlep is 5th. Then it's Joker and Sainsy, Sloth, 50 Gent and Skippy. But Levi has now caught Skippy. UJ picks up a penalty. And Levi passes his teammate. And Levi up into 10th place. Incredible pace shown by him towards the end of the race here. He will not have given up on catching 50 Gent and Sloth in front. We're going to go to this podium battle though. 2nd and 3rd are Ferrari going to get the 1-2. Jaden looks home and dry. Jaden looks home and dry. Syme cannot say the same as Ben closes in on him for one last move potentially. Dreadful camera angles here. Jaden is rounding the last couple of corners. Ben Lane makes the dive. Switchback for Syme. Syme gets the switchback. Jaden wins for Ferrari. And Syme is going to get home, is he? For 2nd. It's a drag race to the line and Syme. It's a Ferrari 1-2. Syme finishes 2nd. Ben Lane has to settle for 3rd, but will make ground as UJ and Scornful finish outside the top 10. King Kong finishes in 4th and well clear of, just clear in fact of Fatlep, who tried to chase him down late on. Joker in 6th from Sainsy. Sloth in 8th from 50 Gent in 9th, and Levi in 10th, who showed excellent pace and almost did catch 50 Gent at the end there. Skippy was 11th, UJ in 12th and Scornful in 13th. Those two took each other off. Mr. Pickle finished 14th. Easy Life will come round for 15th. And Ninjas will finish 16th, with Smug having already finished a lap behind, as you saw with the battle for 2nd. Sloth is given the driver of the day. We'll just have a quick look here. So there we have it, a Ferrari 1-2. Jaden, your winner. Syme in 2nd. Ben Lane in 3rd, closes the gap in the championship. King Kong in 4th place. I think that's another Pro-Am win for him. Fatlep finishes in 5th place ahead of Joker. Then it's Sainsy for Red Bull. Sloth, 50 Gent. Levi with a late pit stop and some excellent pace, getting into 10th place ahead of Skippy. Then it was UJ. Scornful got the fastest lap of the race, but that is no consolation for him. Mr. Pickle was 14th. Easy Life was 15th for McLaren. 16th was Ninjas. Smug a lap down in 17th, and we lost 2 DNFs. The TMK ended in a wall on the main straight. Not sure who caused that one, and in Dynamum was the first to retire in Sector 1, both of those causing a safety car. 17 finishers out of 19. This has been Blobby Butler on F1 23 for the Dynamic Racing League UK. Back to China on Thursday from 8 PM, DRS Extreme. Tonight, Blobby and Bakers goes to Baku, so I will see you then. Until then, it's good night.